Hey guys, today we're back with another SAT question. So this is a quadratic equation question, so it's going to be a tough one. But I believe in you guys. You guys can go ahead and solve this. So let's do it together. So we have, what are the solutions for the following quadratic equation? So we have 4x squared minus 8x minus 12 is equal to 0. Well, we see a common factor between these three, which is 4. So 4 times x squared minus 4 times 2 will give us 8, and then minus 3 will give us 12. So now we have this equation here, and this might look familiar to you because that is a regular quadratic equation where we can do a reverse FOIL. Now, notice before we move on is that when I took out the common factors, signs stayed the same. That's number one. And number two, I brought down the x with the 8. So be careful of that. That's usually what gets people thrown off, not necessarily the math itself. So when we FOIL this out, so x times x will give us x squared. So we want two numbers that will add up to -2, and then we'll multiply up to -3. So first thing that comes to mind to me, so first one number has to be positive and one has to be negative because we're multiplying to a negative number. And then the higher number has to be negative because we're adding to a negative number. So what I'm thinking is -3 and then +1. So that checks off the boxes of being multiplied by multiplying up to -3 and then also adding up to -2. But be careful here. So the answer is not going to be +1 and -3. We have to solve for x. So it's basically the reverse. So it's going to be x equals -1 and then x equals +3, because we want whatever we plug in for x to make this whole equation equal to 0, right? So when we plug in 3 into here, we're going to get 0. When we plug in 1 into here, -1, we're going to get 0. So that's what we want. So basically our final answer is x equals -1 and x equals +3, which is B. If you guys enjoyed that video, go ahead and leave a like and follow. And I know it's a little bit complicated, so if you have any questions, leave them down below. But I'll see you guys in the next one.